Rightio. Welcome to Ready Rugby Coaching Tips. Now, what we're going to try and teach the kids in this game is about how passing along a backline is actually faster than the kids running themselves around the outside of a defence. Again, with minis, you'll generally find they will try and get the ball, tuck it under their wing, and they'll run as fast as they can around the outside to see if they can get past all of the players. If they don't make it, they'll usually do a double up. They'll come all the way back and run behind their other players or run into their own players. And what we want to try and get used to the idea is actually passing along a back line until there's a player who's free, and when that player is free, he can actually run with the ball. Now, it's not an easy concept, but the game we're going to play is called conveyor belts, and the reason being is obviously because for kids the idea of a conveyor belt, the ball gets passed all the way along before they actually start running. It works very simply. You line them up in a single line, standing side by side, usually around about 10 metres. They'll pass the ball all the way along to the end of that, to the last player, and that last player then can run into a square which he uses to try and score a try. Now, the difference is, in order to get the idea of a pass of a speed is faster along the line than a running player, we have a runner. Now, this runner will race against the pass. So in other words, the conveyor belt passes will pass the ball all the way along. Right, in the meantime, the runner will start, and it depends on how good a runner he is and how good the passing skills are, but generally speaking, you can set the runner around about 5 metres back from the first conveyor belt passer. He will start running as soon as the first pass goes, and at that point he will try and get to the other end or into the space before the last player gets the ball. Now, what happens is, the next extension or the progression from this, which we will try and work on now, is once the ball gets past the last player on the conveyor belt, he attempts to try and beat this runner because that runner becomes a defender. So the ball gets passed all the way along, the last player gets the ball, he attempts to go around there. By that stage, either the runner's just coming into the defensive square or he's there already. So it's a very good game for teaching the guys about passing along a back line, passing to space, but it's also a very good defensive game when it teaches the actual runner to track the players with the ball all the way through to the end there, and then realign to make sure that the attacker, one, can evade the runner, and two, that the runner can track the attacker down.